जितना हो सके कीजिए। Students, so now we are not going to study what is sentence and its kind. We will discuss its exercises, students. जो sentence chapter है इसके जो exercise दिए हुए हैं, so we will try to understand it and try to complete it. So let's talk about the first exercise related to this chapter. It is, yes, first exercise is define subject and predicate. Write the 5 sentences, put single line under the subject and the double line under the predicate in the each sentence. So here, as far as subject and predicate is concerned, I think there should be no doubt. He plays cricket. He plays cricket. In this, he is the subject and the rest of the part plays cricket is the predicate. So I think it should be clear to you all that what is the subject and what is predicate. So here what we need to do in the first exercise, student, is that we need to write a sentence in which we need to single underline the subjects and double underline the, we need to underline the predicate with the, no, double line. So for example, let's write one sentence. We need to write 5 sentences. He did not complete his work. He did not complete his work. First exercise, we are just discussing the first exercise, student. The first exercise that is related to the first chapter of your grammar book, sentence. In the first exercise, we need to write 5 sentences in which we need to single underline the subjects and double underline the predicates. So this could be your first sentence. So we need to just draw single underline under the subjects, and you can just create double underline for the predicates. So this is how you need to complete the first exercise. Similarly, let's talk about the second sentence. He played a match. He played a match. So this is something, students, it's very easy, and I think there should be no problem in this exercise for you. He played a match. So again, what we need to do, we need to single underline the subject. So subject is he, so we need to just draw single line under it, and we need to draw double line under the predicates. So this is how you need to do, and it's very simple. I don't think there should be any problem for you. All of you can make your own sentence and just single underline the subjects and double underline the objects. So I think this is how you can do it, and there should be no problem for you. So already I have written 2 sentences, 3 sentences you can make your own. आप 3 अपना sentence बना सकते हैं, and that I don't think it is difficult task for you. Are you able to understand the first exercise, students? पहला exercise आप लोग कर लेंगे. जिनके पास
Yes.
book, they can complete in the book, they can write into the book, and those who don't have the book, they can write in the copy. So समझ में आया क्या करना है आप लोगों को इस एक्सरसाइज में? Anyone, please reply. Are you able to understand, or is there any doubt? किसी कुछ पूछना है?
No, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we will see the second exercise, students, related to the first chapter, and let's see what we need to do in that exercise. Yes, sentences are given, student. Sentences दिए हुए हैं. Sentences are given, and we just need to identify the subject and predicates. Exercise B. In the exercise B, sentences are given. Sentences दिए हुए हैं, and we need to identify the subjects and predicate. For examples, those who have the book, they can see in the book, and those who don't have, for them I am going to write the sentence on the board. The first sentence is, the cat catches the rat. The cat catches the rat. So this is the sentence given in this exercise, and what we need to do, we need to pick out the subject and predicate from the following sentences. in this sentence we need to pick out or we need to identify the subject and predicates. So I don't think it's very difficult task for you. It's quite easy. The cat, space is given like this way. Two spaces are given before the sentences, so in which we need to mention the subjects and predicate. So like if you want to write here subject, so what is the subject in the above sentence? The cat. So in a column of the subjects we will write the cat, and the space given for the predicate we will write catches the rat. Like this is how it is given in the book. So here in the part of the predicate we will write catches the rat. So this is how you need to complete this exercise, students. It's very simple again. Let's talk about the second sentence given in this exercise. Second sentence is the boys shot an arrow into the air. The boys shot an arrow into the air. So again we need to sort out the subjects. So in the column of the subject, what we will write? We will write the boys. This is the subjects. And what would be the object? Shot and arrow. Beg your pardon, predicate. So in the column of predicate, we will write shot and arrow into the air. So it's simple, students. If you are able to identify the subject and predicate, easily you can do this exercise. So if the questions are asked like this related to the first chapters, this is how you need to do this. So let's no, is there any problem, students? किसी कुछ problem? Second exercise में?
No, sir.
Are you able to understand? So same way, there are four more sentences, 4 और sentence है और उसी तरह से आप उनको complete कर सकते हैं. For example, in the third sentence, the earth revolves around the sun. So what would be the subject in the third sentence? The earth, and the rest of the part would be the predicate. So I think you all can do it easily. कर सकते हैं आप लोग?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now we will try to understand the next third exercise, exercise C. And if there is any problem you face, many of you not having the book, so you can contact with your friend. You can get the screenshot of that exercises, so that at least you can make a copy of it and prepare it. So let's talk about the exercise C. What we need to do in this exercise: supply the subject to the following predicates. Predicates are already given there, students. We need to write the subject for them. For example, in the first sentence, space is given for the subjects, and then the predicate is the first day of the week. Is the first day of the week. So already predicate is given like this, and we need to write the subject for it. So the Sunday is, or you can just simply write the Sunday is the first day of the week. So this could be our subject. Similarly, in the next second sentence, rises in the east. Rises in the east. So what rises in the east? Everybody knows the sun rises. So this is how you need to complete. In the third sentence is the capital of India. So what is the capital of India? New Delhi. So this could be the subject in the third sentence. Similarly, in the fourth sentence is a brave boy. You can just supply any subjects for it. He is a brave boy. So he could be the subject in the fourth sentence. Third is this. And now let's talk about fifth. Teaches us English. So who teaches us English? Your English teachers. So our English teacher So this could be the subjects in the fifth sentence. So this is how you can complete the exercise C related to the first chapters. It was again easy. I don't think there should be any problem for anyone. If there is any problem, you can note it down. I will come to you and take your questions. So we have completed 3 exercises. My purpose is just to make you understand so that you don't have to face any difficulties or any confusion if such questions are asked in the examinations related to the first chapters. Now let's see the exercise D. In the exercise C, we needed to supply subjects. Here we need to supply predicate student. इसमें हमें predicate use करना है. Already subject is given, the poor woman. The poor woman. Now already it is given the poor woman, so here we need to write a proper predicate. So poor woman is begging. You can write is begging on the road. So this could be the predicate in this sentence or in the first sentence of the exercise D. The poor woman is begging on the road. Similarly, second sentence, my friend is very clever. You can also form your own sentence. आप अपना own sentence भी बना सकते हैं. That would be right. You just need to follow the proper rules and regulations. So my friend is very clever. So this could be the predicate in this second sentence. Let's talk about the third sentence. The teachers were teaching. The teachers, it means subject is already given, were teaching in their class. Teaching in their classes. So this could be the predicate in this part, in the third sentence, were teaching in their classes. Now let's talk about the fourth sentence. The doctor were treating the patient. The doctor was, this is the subject already given, was treating the patient. So this could be the predicate in this sentence number 4. Let's talk about the fifth sentence. My mother was preparing food. My mother, already subject is given, was preparing food. So this could be the what? This could be our sub predicate. So I don't think there should be any problem. You can make your own sentences as well, students. आप अपना भी sentence बना सकते हैं, and there is nothing wrong about it. I just wrote these sentences so that you can understand what we needed to do in this exercise. So we have completed exercise D as well. So now we will move to the exercise E. It is rather easy. जो exercise E है इससे भी ज़्यादा easy है. All we need to do in the exercise E, just identify the kind of sentences. हमें sentence के kind को just identify करना है. So if you have understood the chapters, this is something you must have been taught, or you already have been taught in your previous classes as well. So let's talk about the first sentence. Dr. Joshi has more than 18 years of teaching experience. What kind of sentence is this? So already subject is there. So whenever the subject is at the first place in the sentence, that sentence is adjective. Yes, and since not word has not been used, so adjective में क्या है? अपना affirmative है. So first you can write this sentence adjective sentence. First one is adjective sentence. Second sentence, when will you be back from the London? So already you can see question mark at the end of the sentence. So without any doubt, it is interrogative. Second sentence is interrogative one. And third sentence, the bottle is full of milk. Again, the subject is there, students, in the beginning of the sentence. So this could be the adjective. Not could be, it is adjective. Third sentence is adjective. Let's talk about the fourth sentence. Complete this work immediately. So whenever you see the verb at the very first place in the sentence, बिल्कुल शुरू में अगर verb आ जाए, that sentence is which imperative sentence. जब भी आपको शुरू में verb मिले, verb हो at the beginning of the sentence, that sentence is imperative. वो कौन sentence हो जाता है? Imperative हो जाता है. So you can see the complete the work. So complete is the verb, students. What a great. Always remember, when we use just what, then it is interrogative, like what are you doing? Here, after what we are using helping verb, it means it's interrogative. But as you see, what is followed by article A, then it becomes exclamatory, students. जब भी आप देखिए कि what के बाद A आया हुआ है या how के बाद adjective आया हुआ है, like this, how fast, then in such situation these interrogative words become exclamatory word. वो कौन सा word बन जाता है? Exclamatory. So the sentence becomes exclamatory. So in the fifth sentence, what a great achievement is, it is exclamatory. ये कौन सा sentence हो जाएगा अपना? Exclamatory sentence हो जाएगा. So similarly, let's talk about the sixth sentence. The lion is the king of the jungle. Again, you can see at the end of the sentence there is a full stop, and at the beginning the subject is there. So sixth sentence is again assertive one. कौन सा sentence है? Assertive. Seventh, in assertive you can also write it affirmative. There is it would be also right. वो भी सही होगा. For affirmative भी लिखोगे तो सही होगा. Why are you so anxious today? Again you can see interrogative mark is there at the end of the sentence. So without any doubt, it is interrogative. कौन सा sentence हो जाएगा? Interrogative हो जाएगा. Similarly, do not go near the fires. Again, students, I had told you that whenever you see a sentence in which do not has been used and there is no subjects, like in this sentence, you can clearly see that there is no subject, students. Do not go near the fire. There is no subject. So whenever do not is there in the sentence and subject is missing, that sentence is imperative one. वो कौन सा sentence हो जाता है? Imperative. But whenever you see do not is there and along with the subject भी वहाँ पे है, then that is not it is not imperative one. Let me give you examples. Do you not play cricket? So here you can clearly see, students, do is also here, not is also, but subject is also in this sentence. So this sentence can't be the imperative one. This sentence is our interrogative sentence. But the sentence given in your book or exercise, that is do not go near the fire, subject is not there. So this sentence is imperative one. Now let's talk about the next sentence. What a nightmarish experience. Again, what is followed by article A? So already we have discussed in the sentence number 5th. Same sort of sentence was it was. So again it is exclamatory one. You are not a good fellow. Again, subject is there at the first place and the full stop is there. So without any doubt, it is assertive one again. So these were the sentences we had to identify in the exercise. Students, I hope you understood it. If there is any problem, you note it down, underline it, or not, I will come to you. Now let's see the another. We have already discussed all the exercises related to the first chapters. Now if there is any doubt, you can ask your questions. सभी एक्सरसाइज कंप्लीट हो गया है रिलेटेड टू द फर्स्ट चैप्टर्स. समझ में आया आपको?
यस सर.
किसी को कुछ पूछना है? और शुड वी मूव टू द सेकंड चैप्टर्स? सेकंड चैप्टर की एक्सरसाइज देख लिया जाए. यस, समवन इज आस्किंग. यस, is there anyone who has any confusion? Sentence number 9. your voice is not clear. Ask your question again, please. Which sentence 9? What is problem there? Please tell. Again, what a nightmare is. So again, you can see what is followed by what has been followed by article A. So whenever what is followed by article A, it becomes exclamatory one because it shows the surprise. Surprise show करता है. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we will see the exercise related to the second chapter, students. Second chapter से related exercise देख लेते हैं. It is phrases and clauses. Phrases and clauses. So let's see the first exercise and let's find out what we need to do. In the very first exercise, students, write against each of the following sentence whether it is a phrase or clause. So very first thing you need to understand, whenever there would be clause, there would be no verb, students. जब भी clause होगा तो उसमें कोई verb आपको नहीं मिलेगा. And whenever there is verb in the sentence along with the subject, that you can say is a clause. So let's see the first sentence. I was in need. I was in need. So in this sentence clearly you can see subject is there, was is a verb and subject both are there. So whenever subjects and verb are there in the sentence, that is the clause. So you would write clause. It's not a phrase. In phrase there is never a verb. The White House, second sentence, the White House. So in this sentence, students, you can clearly see there is a no verb. इसमें verb नहीं है. So this one is phrase. ये क्या है आपका phrase है. We are discussing the first exercise of the second chapter. Third sentence, the president visited the White House. So again, visited is the verb in this sentence, student. So this one is the clause. Third sentence is clause. Because verb is also there and subject is also there. Amrita's pink coat, in this sentence number 4, you can clearly see there is no verb. So again the sentence 4th is phrase. It's not a clause because there is no verb. उसमें कोई verb नहीं है sentence number 4th में. So therefore it is phrase. I am watching a cricket match. Again, you can clearly see subject is there, I is the subject, I am watching are the two verbs there in this sentence. So fifth sentence is clause. Let's talk about the sixth sentence. I love grammar. Again, subject is there, verb is there. Again, it is clause. ये भी क्या है? Clause है. Watching birds can be fun. Can be fun. Watching is the subject, students. Here, watching is the subjects. Birds can be fun. Can is the verb also there. So again, it is clause. Seventh sentence is also a clause. It's not a phrase. Again, the house on the hill. Here, students, there is no verb in this part of the sentence. The house on the hill. So it is phrase. Sentence 8 is phrase. So this was the first exercise related to the second chapter, students, in which we needed to identify the phrase and clause. So I hope you understood it. So before we move to the second exercise related to these chapters, if there is any doubt, you can ask. समझ में आया ये आपको exercise?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yes,
Now we will study exercise B. Let's find out what we need to do in second exercise. This exercise is related to type of clauses, students. You can read it out. Exercise B we need to do. Yes. Underline the main clause and circle the subordinate clause. So before we complete or do this exercise, we need to understand what is the main clause and subordinate clause. So very simple way I am telling you. If you just able to understand, I don't think there should be any problem. Whenever there will be subordinate clause, students, there will be conjunctions. For let me just explain you through one examples. He was reading. He was reading when I reached his house. Reached his house. So one thing is clear, students. Whenever, since we need to identify both subordinate clause and the main clause, so always there would be two sentence in in two sentences would be there. दो sentence आपको मिलेंगे, which would be connected with the conjunctions with the help of conjunction. जो किससे connect होंगे? Conjunction से. Clearly you can see first sentence is this one. He was reading, and second sentence is I reached his house. So there will be always two sentences which would be joined or connected with the conjunction. जो किससे जुड़े होंगे? Conjunction से. So how you can identify? So the part of the sentence which has been used after the conjunctions. After the conjunction इसमें कौन सा part हुआ sentence use? ये वाला. I reached his house. So whenever you see the part of the sentence which has been used after the conjunction, that part is always subordinate conjunction. वो part कौन सा होता है? Subordinate conjunction. यहाँ पे conjunction use हुआ है when, और इसके बाद वाला जो part जो sentence है ये वाला I reached his house, so it is our subordinate. So once we have identified the subordinate clause, the second one would be automatically main clause. What we need to identify? The main clause. So this one would be our main clause. इस सेंटेंस में अपना मेन क्लॉज ये हो जाएगा, और सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज व्हेन आई रीच्ड हिज हाउस ये हो जाएगा आपका सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज. सो दिस इज हाउ यू कैन आइडेंटिफाई. फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स सी वन एग्जांपल फ्रॉम द बुक और फ्रॉम द एक्सरसाइज. दिस वन इज clearly you can borrow my coat if you want. You can borrow my coat if you want. So students, first you need to identify the conjunctions. Two sentences are there. If you want, the second sentence, and you can borrow my coat is the first sentence, and these both sentences have been joined with the help of conjunction if. किससे जुड़ी हुई हैं? Conjunction if से. So what I told you how to identify, whenever you see the part after the conjunctions, so कौन सा part है sentence conjunction के बाद? You want. ये conjunction है, इसके बाद you want आया हुआ है. So this part would be subordinate, and the first part will automatically become the main clause. So this is how you can easily identify the main clause and subordinate clause in the sentence. Is it clear, students? समझ में आया ये? How to identify the subordinate clause and main clause?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, now you all tell me. The second sentence is my teacher didn't agree to what I said. So what would be the subordinate and main clause in this sentence? My teacher did not agree to what I said. इसमें subordinate clause क्या होगा? What would be the subordinate clause? बताइए आप लोग. Where is the conjunction? First, try to find out where is the conjunction in this sentence. In the second sentence, where is the conjunction? Can't you find out the conjunction in the second sentence? No one is replying. Nitish Singh, beg your pardon, Nikki Singh. Yes. Abhishek Giri, you both are raising hand. You want to say something? Where is the conjunction in the second sentence? Because once you are able to identify the conjunction, you can easily sort out the subordinate clause and main clause. Okay, let me tell you. Sentence is that my teacher did not agree. my teacher did not agree to what to what I said. So students, clearly you can see what I said. You can say what I said. I said is the and first one sentence in this sentence, and my teacher did not agree to this is our no next sentence. So two sentences are there. So these two sentences have been joined together with the help of conjunction what. किसके help से जुड़े what. So what I told you that the part which has been used after the conjunction, that is the subordinate. So it's quite clear. What I said is the subordinate clause in this one. And my teacher did not agree to would be our main clause. So is it clear? समझ में आया? You can reply me, I can hear you. Are you able to understand it or not? Because if you don't understand, you would not take any interest. Interest नहीं आएगा. समझ में आ रहा है how we are identifying the subordinate clause and main clause? No one is saying anything. No, rest of the sentences of this exercise went. So third sentence is I can help you if you want to buy inexperience. I can help you if you want to buy inexpensive shoes. Inexpensive. So clearly you can see if is there. If वहाँ पे use if का हुआ है. So the part of the sentence which has been used after the if conjunction if, so that would be our subordinate, and the part before it would be the main clause. Is it clear? समझ में आया आप लोग को? If you want, I can help you if you want to buy inexpensive shoes. So in this sentence, conjunction is here. So the part after the conjunctions, like if you want to buy inexpensive shoe, it's subordinate, and I can help you is the main clause. So I think there should be no problem. Yes, Anushka Kumari and Shrutanjali, you both have raised hand. Is there any problem? Do you want to ask anything? Jyoti Maurya, किसी पूछना है कुछ? कोई doubt? Main clause. We can meet the teacher after the period is over. So we can meet the teacher. This part is main clause. We can meet the teacher, and after the period is over is the subordinate clause. Is it clear? Now students, are you able to understand it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, sentence 7th, we can meet the teacher after. Already we have done it. He is the same boy who got the first prize. So what would be the subordinate clause in this one? He is the same boy who got the first prize. What would be the subordinate clause in this sentence? बताइए आप लोग.
He is the same boy.
Who got the first prize?
He is the same boy is the main clause. What I told you that whenever you see the sentence after the conjunction, so conjunction is who. इस sentence में क्या है? Conjunction who. So who got the first prize? Who got the first prize? So यहाँ पे ये वाला जो पार्ट है जिसमें कंजक्शन इंक्लूड है स्टूडेंट्स, दैट पार्ट इज द सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज. ये पार्ट होगा आपका सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज. क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
क्या होगा?
यस. हाँ, यस. व्हिच सेंटेंस यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट?
Meet the teacher after the period. So the sir.
एनी डाउट इन एनी सेंटेंस? कोई डाउट किसी को किसी भी सेंटेंस में?
No, sir.
Okay. We have 1 minute, so I don't think we won't be able to. We will be able to complete another exercise. So, is there any doubt? Whatever exercise we did today, किसी कोई doubt जो भी exercise हम आज पढ़े हैं?
No, sir.
Okay, tomorrow we will try to finish, and if there would be enough time, we will start a new chapters. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, students, for joining. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
So, sir.